Hey there and happy Wednesday. So today I'm already wrapping up Linda Sampson's virtual party and I'm super excited about today's card. Just, sometimes like you kind of go, what's going to come across with my card with what's in my head, and sometimes it goes completely different. This one is turning out different, but in a fun way. I'm kind of actually happy about what I was thinking, or happier how it turned out than what I was thinking would turn out like, I guess. So I'm bringing you the Zany Zoo bundle, or the whole suite of products, as a fun fold. So there we go. So for those of you that like fun folds, here we go. It kind of has a lot of the same dimensions that I do with a similar fun fold, but I'll show you when I get things turned around, like how I not used to do it, a different way that I've done it, and I'll show you step by step. But I love the Zany Zoo. Hi there, Jeannie. And I also love that this paper's on sale. Today's free shipping on order $75 or more. So it's been a really busy day, and yet I was really excited to still be able to squeeze in some time to get this card for you. So let me get my camera turned around here so that you can see what we're going to be working on. And here it is, and there's Linda's name and her host code there, and I'm gonna kind of go like right from the beginning, step by step with today's things, but here is the fun fold, and it opens like that and like that. A lot of times I would do kind of this as my card base, and I'll start that way, and then what I've done in the past is kind of like the way this lays there, I've actually kind of taken those pieces and just kind of attached them with dimensionals here, like so, and then just had that kind of be part of that and flip open that way, and not had this at all. So I'll just kind of go like that, and you'll go, oh yeah, we've done cards like that at Belle's events that kind of open that way. So I was like, nope. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a fun way. And then it does kind of like a double fun fold that way. So I'll kind of walk you through that. Hi there, Marilyn. Good to have you on too. So where this is coming from, like I said, the Zany Zoo, I'm having so much fun. Like I haven't hardly used any of the images yet because I keep cutting them out of the designer series paper, because sometimes they're colored in or they're just so cute already the way they are. But that's from the annual catalog here on page 47, and that's where we've got the stamp set that I'm using, and then the dies, which are really super fun. And I'm not using any of the ribbon yet, but I am using different designs from the designer series paper, and this is on the paper sale this month, so consider that as well. And I know sometimes some of you have said, well, I'm going to wait till after you do a video, if you're doing a video today, so that way if I want to order something, I don't order for the free shipping and then go, oh, now she did something else I want. So I don't know if that's the case, so we'll see. So let me get started, and I'm going to cut this. So I'm starting with a basic 8.5 by 11 piece of black cardstock, and what I'm going to do is score it at the 5.5, and I kind of do my cutting and scoring left-handed. If you're new to my videos, it's just, I guess, the way I'm born. Half my family is left-handed. Pass that on to some of my boys too. So, and so the reason why I do like that scoring at 5.5 across the whole thing is usually I'm making more than one card at a time, and so when I cut this at 4.25, like so, then I've got the card I'm going to make for you, and then I've got that second piece that I just set aside for the next one. So now I'm going to move ahead, and I'm going to cut at the 2.75 here, and then this is just gonna get set across, or set aside for a different project. So now we have kind of, and that's the half of the half, that way. So 2.75 is the half of 5.25. So we've got that, and then I'm just gonna take out my bone folder here, boning tool, and just give that a nice little burnished edge there so that it's a nice crisp fold. So the next, what I'm going to do is take a piece of black cardstock, and this is not the piece that I set aside, and I like to let everybody know that. So this is 5.5 inches by 3 inches this way. And so what I'm going to do is put that in my score here, my cut and score, and just score it at the 1/2 inch so that we have this little flap here, like so. I think I can put that aside, my little trimmer. I love my trimmer. A lot of people love our trimmer. And then same thing with the bone folder. I'm just gonna give that a nice good crease like so. And now this, because it's going to be kind of folded in there, I want it to have a really good adhesive. Hey there, Linda, my hostess is joining in, just kind of getting started on your fun fold card here, like so. All right, so we've got the 5, now that 1/2 inch, so it started out 5.5 across, now we're down to 5. And because it's going to be kind of folded, I want a sturdy adhesive. So I'm putting the Seal Plus on there. And now this Seal Plus is going to go down right there. So I'm going to put that right along the edge of my card and just press that down. So this is kind of the bones of the card, and then I can actually go right over this now with my regular seal and put this piece down. The hardest part of this project, you might go, is probably figuring out the measurements. No, I'll tell you, the hardest part of today's project was cutting these cute critters. Like, I wanted this designer series paper, the side I should say, but then I had to cut out, like cut into these cute guys, and that was hard for me. So this I cut 4.75 by 2.75, and that I'm just going to put right down on top of this. So kind of have that little flap getting built up like that. And then on the other side of this paper, not the other side of this, but the back side of like these cute critters. Like, if you know me, I love to read, and I just think these are going to make such cute other cards. So it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, cut a little piece of this, so that way if I send somebody, I love to bake too, a card like that or whatever, I'm not using it all. But that was also hard to cut up. So now this piece is cut 4 by, oh, let me just double check, 4 by 2.5. So 4 by 2.5 there. All right, and that's just going to go on this flap here to add some decoration, like so. So now it's coming together. Hi there, Margaret. All right, so next what I want to do is pull out the cute paper where this little critter is from. And yes, I could have stamped him, and I could have just like colored in those balloons with my Stampin' Blends, but guess what? He's on here. So I'm just gonna take and kind of cut this with my regular scissor, like so, being careful that I don't cut into this party dog, because like all of these things I could see me using at some point, and you're like, yep, I remember when you use that. So I can get like, I don't know, 6 or 8 of just this guy, but yet when you look at all the different creatures on there, you can get quite a few. So I'm going to pull out my Zany Zoo dies and my cut and emboss machine, and I am going to lay that down. And my Zany Zoo dies not only cut out the stamp, or the stamped image if I were going to use my stamps, but it cuts right out a lot of these guys from the designer series paper. I just want to make sure, since it's already colored and so cute, that I don't botch it at this point by not lining up my die really well. Okay, so I've got that. And he just pops right out of the paper like so. Is that cute or what? So I'm gonna let that set there. And then, yeah, so I always like to show you the packaging where it comes from. So Zany Zoo dies matches up with the Zany Zoo stamp set. Next, I'm going to get out my Stylish Shapes dies. Now these are the ones that have like the squares and the circles and the different banners and such. So I'm actually going to pull out a couple of the circles here and run that through. So let's see, gonna go like this, the bigger of the circles, and let's see if this fits. You know what, I bet if I go like this, it'll work. I've never done it like quite like this, but this will work. It's like a little peekaboo, just so it layers and goes through. There we go. It's fitting on the yellow, and this is fitting on the green. So that should work. I'm going to scoot it back a little bit. I just wanted to save time by going through at the same time. I must be like silly in the head tonight. Okay, all right, but you know what? This works. So now we've got a pool party circle. Let me try and lift that up. Yep, a pool party circle. And then lemon lolly. I love this new color, lemon lolly here. Got that. And so that's ready to layer. And then I'm going to do some stamping finally. So let me bring this. Hi there, Becky. Good to see you on here. I'm going to bring over my Memento Black ink and the sentiment that says something great to celebrate -you. So I'm just going to ink that up with black ink and put that on some basic white cardstock here like so. And now with that same set of dies, the stylish shapes, I'm going to feed that through here. I'm just going to give that a press down. It looks like it's starting to curl up a little bit, and I love it when it snaps down against my platform. So what I'm doing is kind of, if you see, offsetting. My sentiment is more to the right side than it is to the left, because it's going to kind of get tucked on my card. So I want more on that left side so that it has space to tuck. And here we go. So this pops out. I love that stitching, like on all of these little circles and banners. That stitching just adds so much. So that should be it for my die cutting. So I should be able to set that aside. And now I can kind of just finish assembling my card. So even though it's a fun fold card, I feel like it really comes together pretty quick and easy. So I'm going to kind of like pop all of these things up like so. And I think what I want to do is just kind of put dimensionals on everything, and then just kind of flip it over, and then it should be ready to go. So on the sentiment, I'm just going to put, oops, that one's hanging over the edge. Just going to put a couple dimensionals on the one side. Yeah, there, it only needs to be popped up kind of there. And then on my circle here, just going to kind of put like 3 there. And circles are easy to work with because I'm just going to put a couple there because like you can rotate them to kind of fit, because when I want to feed this underneath here, I'll just look for like that little gap, and it's not like this obviously has the writing, so it has to be straight, but like my circle, I can just rotate. Okay, so let me pull over now my card base here. I'm just going to kind of see where that opening is there and set that circle down, and then just kind of tuck that something great to celebrate like so. And now I've got my lemon lolly, and that's going to be easy to kind of just tuck a little bit underneath there and underneath my sentiment like so. All right, so we've got that, and I just kind of chose those 2 colors based on a couple of the colors that were in those balloons there, the pool party and the lemon lolly. And I thought if I do these 2 colors, they're not necessarily like girly, so that's why I kind of wanted to stay away from pink here as I add more dimensionals. So that way I thought, okay, let's pick, you know, yellow can be something that's pretty neutral as well as the pool party. I could have done green too, but I thought these 2 colors were nice and opposite that way. And then I just put just like 3 more dimensionals there on here, like so. Isn't that raccoon just like the cutest? I love it. It was kind of tempting to not want to do some more coloring in on there. Hi there, Sue and Beth. And so with that, I'm just like, well, coons are black and white and such, and I didn't want him to get too dark. And I'm like, you know what, kind of less is more, because there was so much black and white going on. I kind of like that. So now we've got like that fun fold going. And so I'm just going to kind of cover up this flap here and put that insert in the card. And so this is still a regular size card, you know, that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So the insert, stepping down that 1/4 notch, is still going to be that same size that I do for all my cards, 4 by 5 1/4. And it's just going to go this way. So before I actually put it in there, in case I actually stamped something wrong, I just want to kind of eye it. And this is going to be happy birthday to you from the stamp set. And so what I do is kind of line this up like, okay, where's this flap going to cover? And I'm actually going to put happy birthday to you over here a little bit off in the corner instead of centering it. That way, if you're writing in there, you'll have more space to kind of go, you know, in this whole area like this versus putting it in the middle. And then if you have to write around it, you might not, you know, feel comfortable with the space that's left. So that's why I kind of did it that way for the card today. And then there's music notes. There's some like confetti, and there's also music notes, and I thought, oh, this will kind of be fun to add those in the top and bottom corner. And the reason why I put them there is so when this flap closes, it just kind of adds a little bit more party theme to like a peekaboo effect before it's even opened there. So I feel like, okay, that's getting covered, so I don't have to flip it over and start again, but I am going to flip it over to get that adhesive on there and do that. And I'm going to cover this up because otherwise my luck, I'll get my fun fold flap right in the ink pad, right? Okay, so I'm just going to center that and press that down. And we've got that, and then we've got that, and the card's almost complete because now we need some embellishments. And these are those new adhesive back solid gems. So lemon lolly, boho blue, and I think pecan pie is what's on here. And so I'm just going to use the lemon lolly. Let me get my take your pick tool. And there's 3 different sizes, so kind of small, medium, large. I'm going to take the larger of the lemon lolly and just kind of set that over here next to the cute raccoon like that. And then I'm going to take the medium and the small and just kind of put those lemon lolly on top of lemon lolly just to kind of add that follow through with my embellishment. So there you have it, a fun fold. Ta-da! Happy birthday to you. Something great to celebrate you. I think this is great. I just love like these little critters in this paper, like I said, so it'll be just so fun to keep kind of coming up with different ideas using them. So I'm pretty excited about that. So hopefully you have enjoyed Linda's little 3-pack of card presentations that I've put together for her. I know I've had fun doing it, and part of it, like I've had such a break that it's fun for me to come back. I see Deb King just jumped in. Deb, I'm at the end, but you'll definitely have to go back because today is a fun fold, and Deb loves fun fold. So she's probably like, oh, shoot, but yet excited that she has something to go back to. So, I'm not sure when Linda is wrapping up her party, but when I know that, like I said, I'm going to be doing some more card presentations, like to finish out the month, maybe even next week. I want to do that. And so because of that, like as soon as I hear back from Linda, my hostess, I should say, then I will let you guys know when she wants to close out her party, in case you're, you know, maybe you weren't ready to order today for free shipping, and maybe you still think, oh, but I do want to order before the end of the month is up because of all the great papers that are on that 15% sale this month. So as soon as I hear back, I will let you guys know. And that way, if you want to give your order credit towards her party, you can do that. Or if she ends up closing and you still want to order, I always kind of have that other host code as a catch-all. And I'm still going to send you something for ordering as a little thank you, like I always do as well. So thanks so much for those joining in. Have a good night, and I'll probably be back with you guys next week, Monday. So see you then. Bye-bye.